the top stories, Taiwan hands over grant for beach enhancement project in Nevis, police investigating traffic accident, and Prime Minister Drew meets with high-level officials from the World Intellectual Property Organization. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Scottisia Hendrickson. The government of the Republic of China Taiwan, through its embassy in Basseterre, handed over a check valued at $250,000 US to the federal government of St. Kitts and Nevis on Friday, March 31st, that will go towards the Penis Beach Sustainable Tourism Enhancement Project in Nevis. The check was presented by Resident Ambassador of the Republic of China Taiwan to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Michael Lin, to Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. Also in attendance was the Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. The funds will be used and dispersed for the use by the Nevis Island Administration. Friday's presentation marked the second tranche of funds presented to the St. Kitts and Nevis government, earmarked for the Penis Beach Sustainable Tourism Enhancement Project. The police are investigating a traffic accident that occurred at about 2:25 p.m. on March 31st along the Island Main Road outside Ross University. According to the police, the accident involved motor omnibus H438 driven by Glenroy Richards of Sandy Point and motor scooter P8009 driven by Joanna Snyder of Atlanta, Georgia, USA, who resides at Boyd's Village and a student of Ross University. The circumstances, as ascertained from the investigations, are that the bus was traveling from Basseterre direction and stopped outside of the school when the scooter collided in its rear. Both vehicles were damaged. The cyclist sustained injuries to her right leg and was taken to the Joseph and France General Hospital by the EMS, where she has been treated and warded in stable condition. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, held cordial discussions with a high-level delegation from the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, led by the Director of the Division for Latin America and the Caribbean, Ms. Beatriz Amorim Boher, on Friday. The WIPO delegation, which also included the head of the Caribbean section in the Division of Latin America and the Caribbean, Ms. Carol Simpson, was on a two-day official visit to the Federation. Registrar of the Intellectual Property Office, Ms. Jehan Williams, accompanied Prime Minister Dr. Drew in Friday's meeting. During the discussion, the WIPO officials updated the Prime Minister on the important work of their organization and looked at how the partnership between WIPO and the Twin Island Federation can further be strengthened. In addition, Prime Minister Dr. Drew and Ms. Williams discussed with the WIPO representatives St. Kitts and Nevis's bid to host the 2023 Caribbean Ministerial and Heads of Intellectual Property Offices Conference. These meetings are traditionally held every 2 years. While in the Federation, Ms. Amira Boher and Ms. Simpson also dialogued with senior representatives of various ministries. St. Kitts and Nevis has been a member of the World Intellectual Property Organization since 1995. After the break, 3 bills to receive second reading when National Assembly meets on Tuesday, and specialists share red flags to help determine if a child has autism. Stay with us.
Here are your Hostel's Value Mart IGA specials for March 23rd through April 5th. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Almond Breeze, almond milk, just $9.99. Essential Everyday Salsas, just $9.99 each. Gatorade, $8.99. Country Cock Margarine, $27.99. Super Chill Sodas are just $6.99. Essential Everyday Freezer Bags, just $7.99. And now, our very low weekly value deals. IGA and Essential Everyday Chunk Light Tuna, Water and Oil, $3.49. IGA and Essential Everyday Cornflakes, $8.99. Arm & Hammer Liquid Detergent, $19.99. Dawn Dish Liquid Detergent, $13.99. Arm & Hammer Deodorant, $7.99. VO5 Shampoo and Conditioner, just $5.49. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or Black Cards can do.
Mimi, what's that song?
It can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
Welcome back. The order papers has been circulated for a sitting of the National Assembly to be held at National Assembly Chambers Government Headquarters, Bastille, on Tuesday, 4th April 2023 at 10 a.m. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, National Security, Citizenship and Immigration, Health and Social Security, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, will move the second reading of Caribbean Community and African Export-Import Bank Agreement for the establishment of a Partnership Bill 2023, which had its first reading on February 8th, 2023, Banking Amendment Bill 2023, which had its first reading on March 7th, 2023, and Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Amendment Bill 2023, which had its first reading on March 7, 2023. The National Assembly will be broadcast live on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM and participating radio stations. It can also be viewed live on TV, Channel 5 in St. Kitts and Channel 98 in Nevis. It will also be streamed live at www.zizonline.com. Copies of bills can be found on the website of sknis.kn of the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Services under bills when they have been made available. Red flags for parents and other people to consider that may suggest that a child is autistic were shared on Wednesday, March 30th, 2023, as the nation prepares to observe Autism Awareness Day on April 2nd. Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, is a development disorder of the brain. It includes a wide range of conditions that affect social interaction and communication and is characterized by challenges to social skills and repetitive behavior. On the radio and television program In Focus, learning specialist and at the St. Kitts Spectrum St. Kitts Center, Alice Francis, noted that repetitive behavior is a key tailgate sign.
Well, some of the red flags that you can look for is to find out if these persons are repetitively going over a certain action over and over again, if they're drawn to just certain things that are maybe like a truck, following the wheels, the spinning of the truck, maybe the flickering of the light, walking on their toes. Some persons do not realize their name, they may not respond to their name, and sometimes they're nonverbal. Some of them can be very well be articulated, but then they have other avenues where they're withdrawn, they do not really have eye contact, and they're unaware of their surroundings, they prefer being alone. So these are some red flags. If you see some person persons flickering their hands or maybe rocking back and forth, if you see some persons just running around in circles, yeah, these are certain things that you look for. If they begin speaking at a certain age and then stop talking, then these are cause for concerns as well.
She said it is important to remember that everyone has their own unique personality. The same is true for persons on the spectrum.
First of all, I must say that it's a spectrum. So on this spectrum, no one person are the same. When you see one child with autism, it's that one child with autism. That's the reason why some persons can allow their children not to be detected by it, because it's not any particular thing that you're looking for, seeing that it's a spectrum. So the scale that Mr. Orchard is talking about is a realm where sometimes some persons can see it and some persons cannot see it. We do not really call it a verbatim a scale of highs and lows, because like I said, it's a spectrum and all children are different. But like I said, we look for the red flags, and these red flags will tell us if they have autism.
Persons who suspect that their child may be on the autism spectrum can schedule an assessment session at the St. Kitts Spectrum Services Center. To reach the center, individuals can visit the office located within the same compound at the Industrial Site Daycare Center or telephone 669-3767. Coming up in regional news, St. Lucia doctor awaits outcome of court case against medical council. The details when we come back.
Horses and Company Limited, providing a greener future for the exceptional people that we value.
Hey hon, what's up?
Hey girl, I just called you to tell you about this great deal that I'm about to get with an insurance company on my new car.
Really?
Yes, really, just $200 monthly for the next 12 months.
That sounds too good to be true. Does it include windshield coverage?
No, that's an additional cost.
Does it include personal accident and medical expense coverage?
Wait, no, it does not.
What about act of God and riot and strife coverage?
No, you know.
Please tell me it at least includes some kind of no claims protection.
It does not.
Well, friend, the math is not mathing at all. With TDC Insurance, you got one rate and all that I mentioned included.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going on the website right now to get a quote.
You definitely need to switch to TDC Insurance, where the math is mathing.
At TDC Insurance Company, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose is still awaiting the results of the case management phase of her High Court matter against the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Council. The council took punitive measures against the alternative health practitioner for the alleged use and prescription of the drug ivermectin.
In 2021, during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Mary Gilbertha St. Rose was brought before the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Council for prescribing the drug ivermectin as an alternative to the COVID-19 vaccine for combating the deadly coronavirus. Dr. St. Rose had her medical license suspended as part of disciplinary action for going contradictory to explicit orders from the council and the chief medical officer to refrain from prescribing the drug as a treatment for COVID-19. Dr. St. Rose reveals that in February 2022, she had her license reinstated, and now in March 2023, a court case between herself and the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Council remains in case management before the High Court.
Well, it's still at case management. In fact, on Friday, my lawyer, David Moyston, put in submissions. They're still trying to determine whether we have a case against them for their misactivity. So this is where it's at. Last Friday we put in the submission, so we're waiting for, the result of that.
Dr. St. Rose remains resolute in a stance on ivermectin and the use of the vaccine. According to her, it is good news that the global health organizations did not go into the schooling system with the rollout of the vaccine.
And I'm happy that, I remain resolute, resilient, and continue to do the right thing, and will continue to do the right thing. I'm just preaching now to the Medical and Dental Council to look after our people. So now it's good that WHO is even saying, oh, this injection is not necessary for children. This is great. Just when, PAHO was trying to say, take it into the schedule of, immunizations for the schools. Now WHO is realizing that it was wrong.
Dr. St. Rose continues her medical practice in St. Lucia and says she will continue to stay true to her Hippocratic oath. For the DBS News World, Jason Darius reports.
Coming up, annual inflation holds steady in March at 9.2%. International news is next.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Hey, hon, what's up?
Hey girl, I just called you to tell you about this great deal that I'm about to get with an insurance company on my new car.
Really?
Yes, really, just $200 monthly for the next 12 months.
That sounds too good to be true. Does it include windshield coverage?
No, that's an additional cost.
Does it include personal accident and medical expense coverage?
Wait, no, it does not.
What about act of God and riot and strife coverage?
No,
Please tell me it at least includes some kind of no claims protection.
It does not.
Well, friend, the math is not mathing at all. With TDC Insurance, you got one rate and all that I mentioned included.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going on the website right now to get a quote.
You definitely need to switch to TDC Insurance where the math is mathing.
At TDC Insurance Company, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
Kenya's annual inflation held steady in March at 9.2%. If the overall year-on-year inflation rate as measured by the Consumer Price Index remained unchanged from February, the housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels index increased by 0.6% between February 2023 and March 2023. The transport index also went up by 0.3% during that period.
Commodity prices continue to drain the pockets of Kenyans. The Kenya National Bureau of Statistics unveiled Friday the annual inflation rate in March. At 9.2%, the overall year-on-year inflation rate as measured by the Consumer Price Index remained unchanged from February. The housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels index, however, increased between February 2023 and March 2023. The transport index also went up by 0.3% during that period. Kenyans are suffering from surging prices as well as a sharp drop in the local shilling against the US dollar and a drought that has left millions unable to properly feed themselves. During the election campaign, the president portrayed himself as champion of the downtrodden and vowed to improve the lot of ordinary Kenyans. Hundreds took to the streets in recent days as they wanted him to act by his words. the opposition launched a campaign of nationwide protests that kicked off on March 20th.
Up next in sports, Major League Baseball's new rules aim to attract more fans. And France dominates the first day at Talia Grand Slam. Stay tuned.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
First up in sports, for the first time since 1968, all 30 Major League Baseball teams played their opening games on the same day. In an effort to attract more fans, new rules have been introduced to make the game faster and more exciting. More in this Al Jazeera News report.
With opening day bringing back festively dressed fans, peanuts,
everybody likes peanuts,
and a hint of spring, baseball is testing new rules designed to make games shorter, faster paced, and more exciting.
I think it will be fun to try and grow a bigger audience. Speeding up the game, adding more runs, more hits will only allow more people to be interested and view at a quicker pace.
The 30 teams of Major League Baseball are carrying out an experiment they hope will save the American pastime from boredom. Pitchers will have to start their motions in 15 seconds with no one on base and 20 with a man on.
When you go to a baseball game, you're gonna feel that the pitcher has the ball, he throws the ball, and it's going to increase the intensity of the game.
Bases are getting bigger, both to make stealing easier and to avoid collisions. And fielders will have to stay in position so they can no longer crowd the field where a batter is expected to hit.
The game has to be faster. We're already seeing times being reduced by 20 minutes. We're getting under the 3-hour mark, which I think is very important.
Ever since Babe Ruth made his famous called shot in 1932, pointing to center field before batting a pitch over the fence at that very spot, baseball has been increasingly focused on the home run. In recent years, batters have dawdled, positioning for that perfect home run swing. Pitchers took their time. Game time stretched on for 3 hours or more, and fans found it tedious. At least some of them did.
Do you think it was getting a little boring?
Never. Baseball's never boring. Cubs baseball, never boring.
It was here at Wrigley Field that Babe Ruth made his famous called shot against the Cubs. With the Cubs now opening against the Milwaukee Brewers, fans are showing a measure of that excitement and the hope that now games will be more thrilling than they've been in decades.
Go Cubs, go!
The diehard fans will always keep coming. Baseball's organizers hope